And we get set for this NBA presentation. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. Here's a look at the schedule now for Dallas. On Sunday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Charlotte Hornets. And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin. The Clippers, for now at least, are still tenants at the Staples Center. But former team superstar and analyst for the Hawks, Dominique Wilkins, who used to play for the Clippers at the end of his career, said the atmosphere at their games now matches that of the Lakers, adding, "This excitement for two teams in the same city, I don't know when that's happened in basketball. It's pretty amazing." Guys?
There's been a transformation here in L.A. There is no doubt about that. D.A., thank you. Now, a look at Dallas' starting lineup. We've got Hardaway. Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Finney Smith in at the power forward. And for the Clippers, wing pairing for him, it's George and Leonard. Batuma's out there with Ibaka, and it's Beverly in at the point guard position. And we're at the starting gates of a long NBA season, and for a team looking, Doris, to go all the way, what's most important to establish early?
Well, I think first and foremost, commitment to the collective, meaning are you putting team first? And obviously there's always new faces. Can you integrate those personalities and the basketball skill set, get everyone on the same page? There's so much to be worked out early. Just another way, Luka Doncic is such a tough cover. This guy's knack for getting into the painted area and converting both easy shots and contested shots.
And here's Richardson. Doncic outside. Over George. And the shot goes down.
Boy, no fear from Luka Doncic. When he's near the hoop, he will challenge anyone.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 4-point game. Knocks it loose. Ibaka, the pass to Batum. And that's a foul. Called on Dwight Powell. That's his first foul. On defense, Dallas. And there's the drive. They grab their own miss. And here's George for three. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Here's Dallas. Powell, the pass to Finney Smith. And he banks in the layup.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Leonard. And he really played well against Denver.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Now the pass to Finney Smith. Count it. Good.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Leonard. He kicks it to Ibaka. Outside, George. Ibaka sets the pick for George. And here's Leonard from three. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Powell finds Richardson over Beverly. Richardson, no luck.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And, Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
And the foul on Josh Richardson. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Clippers trailed by 5. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, almost effortless there from Kawhi Leonard. The reach and leaping ability. Look out.
Here's Richardson. Now Doncic over George. Off the left rim and out. Up top, Batum. And Leonard has it in the corner. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
They've also made their mark in the paint. A lot of their scoring coming down low so far.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
Now Ibaka, after Tim Hardaway missed from long range. Ibaka with the screen on Hardaway. Leonard against Doncic. And Leonard gets it to go.
Kawhi Leonard's length lets him play bigger than his size.
Doncic passes to Powell. Back to Doncic. Knocked away. Paul George with the steal. Now here's Beverly. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Knocks it loose. Here's Finney-Smith. Hardaway finds Richardson. Doncic right side. Here's Hardaway. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Well, Tim Hardaway Jr. getting stronger, and that's a problem when he's trying to finish through contact.
Doncic with it. He had 27 points last game. That's tipped. Outside Leonard. A three-pointer is right on target.
Let's remember, in college, just a 25% three-point shooter, but Kawhi Leonard, he makes a weakness a strength.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 7.
Normally, he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Now, here's Doncic. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Batum.
A moment to check out Luka Doncic here. He's coming off an excellent season. 3rd in assists, 6th in scoring, and he was among the top 20 rebounders in the league. Never shy about throwing his weight around in the paint.
And as you mentioned, top 3 in assists last year. He did a great job of setting the pace, finding the open man, making the simple delivery. Richardson, good.
Yeah, because Luka Doncic is such a threat to score it, it opens up the passing game, and boy, it is on display right now.
Now, here's Beverly. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And here's Leonard from 3. Knocked loose. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession. The 2K leaderboard provides us now with this list of last season's assist leaders. 3rd is Luka Doncic.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
Now, Doncic. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. Richardson gets a wide open look. And a miss there on the triple. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Clippers. They trail by 6. And this matchup with the Mavericks, it's the first meeting of the season.
And they were unbeaten against this club last season. Not surprising considering where they both finished in the standings.
Well, they're more talented, more accomplished at this point, but you can't rely on that and start taking plays off. You could get surprised.
Here's Paul George making his last shot. And here's Richardson. Passes to Finney-Smith. The 3 for Doncic. Serge Ibaka pulls it in.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic looking it over.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
In the corner, George with it. That doesn't go either for George. Mavericks leading by 4. Left side, Hardaway. And Finney-Smith gets it to go. Finney-Smith's got 6.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Luke Kennard comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Williams in for Patrick Beverley. Then for the Mavericks, Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Powell. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Trey Burke subbed in for Josh Richardson. Clippers trail by 6. Outside Leonard hits it from three-point range.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Cauley Stein at the elbow. Back to Doncic. That's tipped. Shot clock at 6. Burke with it. Leonard picks him up. Lets it go. And the rejection by Leonard. Outside, George. Leonard sets a screen for George.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Now Burke, 17 points in his last outing. Cauley Stein dishes to Doncic. Back to Cauley Stein. Dallas moving it around. Doncic against Leonard. Back to Cauley Stein. On the wing, Doncic. The Clippers grab the miss.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
For 3, Williams. That one misses. Mavericks leading by 3. Now here's Burke. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Doncic with it. George picks him up. Looking to get back on track here. And Doncic finishes inside. And the Mavericks lead by 5.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 10. Here's Doncic. Cauley Stein at the elbow. Back to Doncic. He goes up again. He takes it up and lays it in. Doncic has got 11.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
On the wing, George. Fast break, Dallas. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And Doris, as if it were destiny, Kleba grew up in the same hometown as Mavs legend Dirk Nowitzki.
And this is a fun and extraordinary story to tell, because in 2017, Kleba texted with Nowitzki before signing with Dallas. But though they come from the same town, they didn't know each other until they became teammates. That's extraordinary.
First one falls for Patrick Patterson. He's checked in for the Clippers. Reggie Jackson comes in for George. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Now here's Williams. Burke covering. Williams can't hit. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. They have a 9-point lead. Pass to Burke. Back to Doncic. Three-pointer. He can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Williams. The Clippers shooting a lowly 30% to start this game. Patterson a screen on Doncic. Dallas leading by 9. Paulie Stein at the elbow. Kicks it to Burke. From outside the arc, it's good from long range.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Jackson passes to Kennard. Will it go? Paulie Stein grabs the board. Paulie Stein's got 4 rebounds in this game. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Shoots a fader. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Jackson with it. No points in the game yet for him. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. There's 10 seconds left to play in the first. Shot's good by Williams.
You've got to respect the range of Lou Williams. This guy is a threat to score from anywhere.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Dallas Mavericks. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. And we'll be right back after this. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated all the talent on this team.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder. Everybody wants to win, and there's no egos. Everybody has fun. We play together, we move the ball, we make sacrifices, and we enjoy getting stops.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well-balanced. This team lives it.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
Williams is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then there's Batum, and it's Patterson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Now here's Williams, following the miss by Josh Richardson. Batum for 3, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Batum's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Brunson scanning the floor. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
The real come at us and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Williams, that's good.
Well, the floater game has always been good for Sweet Lou. That shot is unblockable.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Driving to the basket. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney-Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year, more efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls, and I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney-Smith is a guy you can win with.
No good on the free throw. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Now, here's George. 23 points his last outing. Got a piece of it. And here's Brunson. Dallas again missing. Now Williams. Ibaka with the screen on Brunson. Here's Williams. Kennard on the wing. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Kennard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The pass to Brunson. Back to Richardson. Lets a floater go, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Kennard. Leonard, he's checked in for Luke Kennard. On the wing, Johnson, defended by Batum. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Ibaka. Leonard looking over the floor. Ibaka sets the pick for Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, don't let Kawhi's quiet demeanor fool you. This guy has athleticism and explosiveness. How about that in style?
Now here's Brunson. Johnson kicks to Brunson. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Dallas moving it around. Shot clock at 3. Richardson for 3, but they get it back. Johnson buries it from about 10 feet away. Johnson's got his first points in this one.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
He gets that one.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Brunson. How he did last season. Averaged about 8 points a game last season. 3 assists and 2 rebounds. And he had to pay his dues that rookie campaign, earning his stripes. A lot of people think he could have a breakout year this season.
Well, when you hear it from his coaches and his teammates, they've been singing his praises. So let's see if he can prove them right.
And that one misses. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Powell. And he's good on the second. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now here's Leonard. 14 points for him. Drills the three-pointer.
Now Kawhi Leonard consistently efficient with his scoring ability. Nice jumper.
Here's Richardson. Pass to Brunson. Drives to the hoop. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
The Mavericks have shot 4 of 7 as a team from the line tonight. Several misses early.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And the Clippers making a change here. Beverly's checked in. And that one misses. Greggy, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. If you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And so here are the Clippers. George with the ball. He's got 5.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Cauley Stein's shot is good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Outside Leonard. Beverly sets the screen for Leonard. Outside for Batum. Leonard trying to break free. Los Angeles with another miss. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Mavericks. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Richardson for 3. Batum grabs the miss.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Here's Leonard. Makes it off the glass. Leonard's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And boy, has he come alive. Since the start of the second quarter, he has been on fire.
And here's Brunson. He has 5. Here's Hardaway. It's deflected. Second chance shot. And oh, here we go. Batum's got it. Galloping the fast break chance. George with the bucket. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
They also came out of the locker room ready to run. Their transition game has been in full effect.
Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Dallas.
Now a chance to see the numbers for George. Last season, he played outstanding. 14th in three-point field goal percentage, and he'd make you pay every time he went to the line. Top 20 in free throw percentage.
And who could defend him last season out there? Defenders tried to body him up, play a little physical, but time and time again, he drilled the three anyway. Now Beverly, after Tim Hardaway missed from long range. A shot by Batum, no good. Now Doncic, he's got 11. Johnson outside. Cauley Stein with a screen on Batum. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his first foul. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Burke, he's checked in for Dallas. He takes it in. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Burke's got 5 now.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Now, here is George. 8 points for him. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. George has got the lead back up to 3 now for Los Angeles. And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
On the wing, Doncic. Batum grabs the miss. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Nuggets. Here's George. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And Los Angeles with some changes. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Batum. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And Dallas with a change here too. Kleba's checked in. There's Jackson with the 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
The improved touch of Jackson, especially from range, now making him a multi-dimensional threat.
Doncic passes to Cauley Stein. Doncic against George. Now here's Kleba. Just 5 on the clock. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Leonard. And the layup is good. And now it's a 10-point Clipper lead.
You can see the handle of Kawhi Leonard so much tighter than it used to be. How confident is he off the dribble?
Pass to Doncic. Back to Burke. Shot to stop the run. Buries the long-range jumper. Burke's got 8 points.
Boy, what a feel Luka Doncic brings to the game. This guy always willing to get his teammates involved.
Patterson a screen on Hardaway. George with the bucket.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
And the Mavericks call time here.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
And the Clippers making a change here. Kennard's checked in. Mavericks trail by 10. The pass to Burke. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
When you watch Hardaway shoot, one thing that stands out, he has a very quick release.
And Greg, that's what makes the jumper very tough to contest, especially when he's dialing it up from range. You have to stay connected to this guy defensively. It's not easy to do with the other weapons on this team.
That free throw good from Hardaway. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
And so he hits both.
Yeah, Tim Hardaway Jr. to me is a terrific all-around player, right? He can score it, he can pass it, he'll rebound the position. There's a lot to like about his game.
Pass to Cauley-Stein. Back to Burke. Doncic against George. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to 6 and the bucket from Doncic.
Boy, what body control from the Slovenian forward. Doncic comfortable taking on all challengers.
And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Kleba. Mavericks making a switch here. Powell's checked in. .151 left in the first half of the game. Poked away and stolen by Burke. Outside Hardaway. And it's sent back by George.
Paul George, tremendous vertical. How fast does he get off his feet?
Jackson drives in. It's a hand on it.
And they continue to control the glass.
Mavericks trail by 8. Pass to Burke. Back to Doncic. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on George.
Luka Doncic is so clever. This guy able to draw the contact to get himself to the free throw line.
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
That free throw good from Doncic.
Well, Luka Doncic, from the moment he stepped between the lines in the NBA, has flashed incredible potential and skill.
Williams, he's checked in for the Clippers. The Mavericks also with a sub. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Both free throws good from Doncic. Here's Kennard. Jackson in the corner. Over to the wing. Here's Patterson. No good from outside. So for Dallas, their last game, a loss to the Lakers in Los Angeles. There's the lob to the hoop. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Doncic against Williams. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Luka Doncic.
This guy is so good at figuring out ways to get fouled. Lou Williams, my goodness, again.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
The first free throw is good.
You think about Lou Williams and finding his way and finding himself with the Los Angeles Clippers. He's played for a fifth of the teams in the league. He always felt overlooked, underappreciated, but certainly he's found his niche here.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
Boy, the utility of Lou Williams is absolutely tremendous. This guy can start, but he's obviously spent the majority of his career as a 6th man.
Now, here's Doncic. Over Williams. Doncic, no good.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Here's Williams. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, sweet Lou with the jumper. That's sweet, too.
And so it's Los Angeles, holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Well, they trailed by a bunch, but once they got going, the comeback was on. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks so much. Kawhi, you seem to be so at ease out there. How much is that helping your game?
It's helping me out a lot. Just coming in the game relaxed, just with more intensity. I mean, my teammates are getting me involved on the offensive end. I'm playing great on defense. We just got to keep it up second half and not let it up.
Hey, Kawhi, thank you very much for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He had 21 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 block. And let us get your thoughts, big fella, on the Clippers.
The Claw is stealing the show, proving the value of load management. He's been explosive, playing with high energy, playing at an MVP level. Wow, the Claw.
Kenny, how do you think Dallas played?
Their inaccuracy from behind the arc was brutal. Shot selection, I didn't see any. The perimeter offense they're running, you could scrap that. They need to get back to the basics. Pound it inside, more pick and roll. Try to pick up some easy buckets in transition.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you, 2 quarters in the books. On the floor for Dallas, we've got Luka Doncic. He's out there with Richardson. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Powell. And it's Finney Smith in at the 4 spot.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Pass to Powell. Doncic against George. Paul George with the steal. There's the pass to Leonard. Leonard draws the double. From deep, George. Powell pulls it in. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. 11-point game. Crafty move. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Doncic has got 17.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Charity stripe shot. That one good for 2. George has got the lead up to 11 now for Los Angeles.
There's a rhythm with which Paul George plays the game of basketball. That pace is so important.
The 3 for Doncic. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Leonard's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Batum a screen on Powell. Beverly for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Clippers lead by 14.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Batum wide open. He fires. And the 3 off target.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's foul number 2 for him. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Los Angeles leading by 14. Beverly deciding where to go with it. Cans it from downtown.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Doncic passes to Powell. He kicks it to Richardson. Looking to end the run. The shot missing. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Outside, George. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
This is a case where it's just the pure strength of Paul George, able to fight through contact so well on these shots.
The Clippers shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
But you love the energy out there. Paul George is an extremely confident, extremely versatile player, and he brings a great level of activity to both ends.
And the Mavericks call time here. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior. Here's a look at some stats for Batum, how he performed last season. Put up about 3 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. I mean, the numbers aren't bad on their own, but he knows that he can help this team in a bigger way.
And sometimes it comes down to the flow of the offense. One night it's your night, another night perhaps it's somebody else's.
Now here's Doncic. He's got 17. Powell finds Doncic to stop the run. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. Ibaka's got his 6th rebound on the night.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. Mavericks
trail by 20. The three for Doncic. Dallas, no good that time either.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
And George gets it to go.
That's phenomenal athleticism on the drive. Paul George just sprints past everyone with ease.
Passes it to Richardson. Takes a three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. George has got 5 rebounds tonight.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
From downtown, and it's Beverly missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Powell. Now Richardson. Here's Finney-Smith. He's got 6. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, this is a quick and decisive offensive player who's not afraid of contact. Love Tim Hardaway Jr. accepting the contact.
Shoot 2.
And the first one at the line is good. A different look for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Powell. Johnson comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Hardaway hits them both. Here's the Clippers. They're on a 16-4 run. Here's Leonard driving the lane, and the layup's good off the glass. Leonard's got 26 points.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Now here's Hardaway. The tray. A three-pointer is right on target. Hardaway has got 9.
There has to be a certain amount of focus if you're going to be a great scorer. And Hardaway Jr. showing right there, he's locked in.
Johnson with it. He's got 5. Richardson outside. This one for 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
That one goes in.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And the Mavericks call time here. And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach, Doris, to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
A chance to check out stats for Leonard. Coming off a terrific season. 6th in steals, 8th in scoring, and ranked in the top 15 in free throw percentage. Tremendous confidence and technique at the line.
And like a thief in the night, he will pick your pocket clean. Top 10 in steals, as you said last year. Always a threat to cause a turnover. Now here's Brunson. 5 points in the game. Beverly up top. Richardson covering. Batum dishes to Beverly. Over Richardson. That one wide left. Mavericks trail by 18. And here's Brunson. Richardson outside. It's good from long range. Richardson's got 9.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Now Beverly. He's got 6. And George now top of the key. Poke loose and stolen by Richardson. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. He was all alone on that one. Richardson's got 8 points in the quarter.
You've got to have a short memory. Put a poor first half in your rear view and now make an impact.
Here's Beverly. Ibaka outside. Drains the three-pointer. And the Clippers lead by 16.
Well, a little bit of assertiveness from the native of Congo. Serge Ibaka has the green light.
Outside Hardaway. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. 22 is their biggest lead. Now here's Beverly. Six on the shot clock. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively.
So for the Clippers, Luke Kennard comes in for Nicholas Batum. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. The Mavericks also with a sub. Trey Burks checked in for Jalen Brunson. Just 2 to shoot. Mavericks trail by 16. Here's Hardaway. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
Boy, still a dependable shot blocker. That is what got Serge Ibaka playing time at the beginning of his career. Nice.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Los Angeles?
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
The number of second chance points they've gotten has also been big. They've kept so many possessions alive with offensive rebounds.
2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And what I like about Cauley Stein is just how hard he plays. Really both ends, a scrappy player.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Kleba's checked in. So he gets them both.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Pass to Ibaka. Outside, George. Here's Kennard. The pass to George. Over Cauley Stein. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. George has got 9 points here in the second half. Passes it to Kleba. Back to Burke. To the middle. And Cauley Stein with the basket on the assist by Burke. Cauley Stein's got 4 points this quarter.
Nice work inside by Cauley Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
Ibaka with a screen on Kleba.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Cauley Stein with the screen for Burke. The three-pointer, no good. And it's Williams with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. They lead by 14. Ibaka, the pass to Kennard. Fires for 3. Cauley Stein grabs the board.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Richardson up top. Over Kennard. The rebound by Paul George. George has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Leonard with a screen on Richardson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
We see Paul George just understands how to use his length and his size. He is such a tough cover close to the basket.
For Los Angeles, they have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game. That free throw good from George. Down the stretch of last season, Greg, we saw some teams resting healthy players, even ones out of the playoff hunt, and they got fined. But is the amount, which I think is about $25,000, is that enough to discourage that tactic?
You know, I don't think it is. Not when team revenues are measured in the hundreds of millions. You got to do more to keep them honest, but by the same token, you know, if I got $200 million invested in a guy, I want to protect my investment. And so if I can rest them here or there and prolong their career, I think my organization's all the better for it.
Now, here's Richardson. He's got 11. Burke drills it from outside. Burke's got 11 points.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
They get a hand on it. Richardson outside. Back to Burke. 5 to shoot. Tries it from 19. No good off the back of the rim. Clippers leading by 13. Over in the corner, Williams. No good on the triple. Dallas shooting 41% for the game. Now, here's Burke. He's guarded by Williams. Kleba with a screen on Williams. The 3. Kleba with the rebound. Kleba's got 5 rebounds tonight. Richardson with it. Hardaway sets a screen for Burke. Spins. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Boy, I don't think he'll get a screen assist for that pick, but they get the points, and that's all that matters.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Jackson comes in for George. Dwight Powell's checked in for Dallas. Luka Doncic comes in for Richardson.
One shot.
Here's Leonard. 28 points for him. We've got 1:28 left to play in the third. Doncic with the steal. Launches it. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
I'll tell you, it's been a struggle for him in this period, and they're struggling as a result.
Leonard, no luck.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
On the wing, Doncic. He's guarded by Williams. Kleba with a screen on Zubac. 4 on the clock. Burke kicks to Kleba. Dallas keeping it alive. A fresh 14. And that's a foul. Called on Dwight Powell. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Los Angeles leading by 10. 36 seconds left in the third quarter. Nobody near Williams. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
You've got to be shot ready, and Lou Williams on the catch and shoot, yes, sir.
Doncic outside. Over Williams. It's rebounded by Leonard.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
That's a 2 from Kennard. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Kleba's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And Doncic, here we go. Count the basket. Doncic has got 4 points now in the quarter. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And their three-point shooting has paved the way for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And let's listen to head coach Rick Carlisle review the game plan with his guys.
Come on, we got to have some presence down there. Not just try to outscore them. We got to have them feel us. We got to make it hard on them.
Well, that's a staple of Coach Carlisle's game plan, isn't it? Wanting his guys to play with purpose on the defensive end.
And really, it's what makes him such a great coach. When the defense isn't up to par, he's going to hold his guys accountable.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Reggie Jackson out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Batum in at the power forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
Always amongst the league leader in steals, Kawhi Leonard knows how to start a fast break.
Burke finds Doncic. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. 22 is their biggest lead. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That's his third foul of the game. Patterson, he's checked in for Zubac. Mavericks trailed by 13. Tipped away. Stolen by Jackson. Kennard on the wing. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Pass to Powell. Back to Doncic. Dallas moving it around. The three from Johnson knocks down the three ball.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And Leonard gets it to go.
And he's on his way to putting up a big three-point total.
Pass to Powell. Back to Doncic. Inside. Johnson down low. Defended by Batum. Johnson can't hit.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Leonard attacking. Jackson has the open look. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And there's the pass to Powell. Kicks to Burke. Passes it to Johnson. There's the triple. No good there. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college. But boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working.
The first one falls. And Doris, you were talking about Leonard's work ethic. Going back to San Diego State, he used to come in at 6:30 in the morning. No lights on in the gym, so he brought his own lamps. I mean, the guy was dedicated.
No doubt, Kevin, and that has been the through line of his career. First to practice, last to leave. He has that hunger to improve, the drive and the desire to put in the time to be great. There's a price to be paid, and he's willing to pay it.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Greg, we are in an era of positionless basketball, and we know the All-Star game now has a 2 backcourt, 3 front court position as opposed to 2 guards, 2 forwards, and a center when you're voting. Should they get rid of those designations in time?
I tell you what, I think you can make a strong case for that. You go back to last season, many felt Jimmy Butler got robbed of a starting spot.
Yes.
I think, listen, this is the fans' vote. Why not the 5 top vote getters? I don't care if they're 4 guards. If the 5 players that the fans want to see the most play a certain position, then so be it. You know, they're not going to play all 48 minutes. You're still going to have your 7 other spots to kind of balance out the roster. I say just let the fans tell you the 5 they want to see, and let's go play.
For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Pass to Powell. To halt the run. He can't get that one. Some solid defense from Ibaka.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
George with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. Hardaway against George. And he finishes nicely on the layup. George has got 13 points in the second half.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Here's Finney Smith. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. Now here's Leonard. Ibaka. Leonard trying to break free. And Serge Ibaka, the bucket on the assist by Leonard.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Here's a 1-2, defended by Beverly, and there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And the Clippers making a change here. Kevin Gelly's checked in. And here is Green. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Brunson, no good. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 17-3 run. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Mr. Beverly competing on the inside. Okay, Pat.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Has to call Stein. Trying to get open is Marjanovic. Now Leonard. Greg, after we saw top prospects like LaMelo Ball and R.J. Hampton playing a year in Australia, the NBA G League sweetened the deal to attract those blue chippers to this G League, which I think is a very interesting topic and a very interesting way to go.
It is. You know, I think the salaries now could exceed $500,000, not to mention the endorsement deals, and they're on a single team that's built around their needs. Certainly an enticing option for those who want to skip the college route.
Does this affect colleges, in your opinion, in their recruiting?
Not at all. You're going to love your school no matter who plays for them, especially if you're winning.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Mann's checked in. On offense, here are the Clippers. They're on a 19-3 run right now. Beverly, the pass to Kabengele. that one, no question, powered it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Shooting one.
They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
And the pass to Awundu. Brunson kicks to Awundu. Driving inside. Well, we know the NBA is looking to get rid of the one-and-done rule pretty soon. Adam Silver, Greg, saying he thinks the league can create a better system. Do you think so?
I think they can create a better system for some. I think the growth of the G League, no doubt, is instrumental in that new system. Now these young rookies can get the playing time in lower-tier pro games as they continue to develop. But I think still the collegiate game plays a significant role. The experience of going to college, even for a year, can be invaluable.
There are pros both ways, college or the G League. Agreed?
I do. I'm just glad it's not a one-size-fits-all proposition. Now you have the option. Not every kid wants to go to college and have that experience.
He hits the second from the line.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
The drive by Jackson. That shot off the mark. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Now here's Brunson. Marjanovic with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Knocks it loose. Fires from deep. And the Clippers miss again. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Cauley Stein passes to Brunson. Greg, it's pretty typical for players of the past to talk about current players and say they may have struggled had they played when I played. What do you think of that line of thinking?
You know, I just don't agree with that. And I think we all do that. We all feel like our era was the best. I had the same thoughts being passed my way when I first came into the league.
I'm sure.
The reality is these guys work just as hard as guys worked back in our era. They just have more understanding of what their value is. And in a lot of ways, they've got more courage to speak out because, you know, let's face it, they're more of a bullseye on their back in today's era with social media than we've ever seen before.
That is true.
And we know Patrick Beverley is one of those guys you love having him on your team. But if you're an opponent, you absolutely despise this guy's toughness and the way he embraces the defensive end of the floor. Patrick Beverley has dug it out of the dirt and created a great career.
No good on the second free throw. Dallas has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. For Los Angeles, they've gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Man passes to Kabengele. The rebound by Awundu. Passes to Brunson. Out to the right wing. Marjanovic finds Brunson. The three. Reggie Jackson with the rebound. Jackson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Man passes to Kabengele. Here's Beverley. Lets it go from 11. He doesn't hit that one. Here's Awundu, defended by Beverley. Misses off the right iron. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. You know, Doris, I've heard some experts say, you look at the 6-foul limit, the NBA is basically the only sports league that takes stars off the floor. Doris, what would you think if they just tacked on an extra free throw instead?
Kevin, I absolutely hate the idea. The best defensive teams at any level of basketball guard at a high level without fouling. There's the drama aspect of a player being in foul trouble, either at the start of the game or down the stretch. It has an impact on strategy. It's something that I'm a traditionalist on. I think the 6-foul rule should remain in the game.
Now, here's Green. There's the drive. Back to Brunson. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Deep 2 from Beverly. The wing jumper off target.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
Pass to Brunson. Beverly with the ball. Dishes it to Jackson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And how about the confidence right now from Jackson? Not bashful at attacking and drawing attention from there.
That one is off. Greg, your son's been drafted. You were drafted in the NBA. As you look back on the process that you went through and your son Cole has gone through, what are some of the flags? What are some of the things that stand out to you?
First and foremost, boy, how time flies. I mean, it wasn't that long ago, at least it feels like, that they were calling my name on draft night. But
91, right?
Yeah.
91.
You know, every stage of life, though, has its joys. And listen, to play the game I love and now see him playing it at this level, it's truly a blessing. And in his case, he probably loves it even more. You know, he didn't grow up the way I did. He grew up just with a true love and passion for the game. So it's humbling and obviously something that I take great pride in.
You were taken out of UNLV 1991, number 12 overall. I remember it like it was yesterday. The Clippers have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. Here's Jackson. Yep, that one goes in there. Jackson's got 8 points here in this quarter.
You know, I thought in the first half this guy was pressing. He was rushing. Now he's settled into the game.
Pass to Awandu. Driving in.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Been a lot of talk, Greg, about in-season tournaments in the NBA to spur fan interest. The proposal was tabled for a bit. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, cash prizes for the players and coaching staffs, that always seems like a good idea. I just wonder, Kevin, if they're going to be any cash prizes for the broadcasters, because I think they're on to something if we could get that. And, you know, but in all seriousness, we see that in soccer, right? And it seems to work well. And I think if it can spur some more interest from fans, then I'd be all for it.
Yeah, the fans love it watching soccer. Now the pass to Mann. Shot clock at 6. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Burke. Tries the spin move. They kick it out to Green. Cauley-Stein with the screen for Green. Second shot opportunity. The shot by Cauley-Stein, no good. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
And here is Burke. After Reggie Jackson was able to get the triple, some solid defense there from Jackson.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Los Angeles.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Kawhi Leonard.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Green dishes to Burke. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Shooting one.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
There's 48 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Kabengele. Back to Jackson. Outside, George. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Now, here's Burke. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Outside, George. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Paul, a great team effort defensively. So what were your points of emphasis?
You know, we do a great job of helping one another and being in gaps. And, you know, if we're going to get beat, it's going to have to be, you know, beaten by contested shots and the ball being swung. You know, so that's what we had to do. We had to sit down, guard guys, and, you know, make them play on the offensive end as a team.
Well, y'all were real disruptive tonight, man, and led to the win. Congratulations. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.